Please chant Om 3 times, please. Shiva, so many verses, but don't worry about it. As I told you, almost 10 to 12, same type of theme, so it's not going verse by verse. But if you see that one idea which we saw this morning about the creation, to understand how everything is pure consciousness. It's not some type of a theorization. As I told you, only when you appreciate who you are and your nature, your self-awareness, then it will be easier to appreciate the whole, not easier, that's a possible way to see that the whole universe is nothing but the pure awareness. So, this subject I had completely dealt with, but I will repeat a little of it again. Some people came and said, Swamiji, very interesting, very nice, but can you do it again? Very little bit. Few minutes I shall repeat it for some time, very few minutes. Then we shall go into that, because it will really prove that. Okay? So step by step you start, please. First thing, the physical explanation of the universe. When I say that Pancha Mahabhuta Sariram, everybody, you have heard it, the 5 elements, there are 5 elements, and every physical body is made out of the 5 elements. You will not believe it until you discover that your own body is made out of 5 elements. Now this is the space, air, fire, water, earth, made out of those 5 elements. And I have explained to it just for a minute, just see it please. The first thing that when a man is dying, the air goes to air. Chala gaya. And if you leave the person for some time, the heat will go back to the heat, fire will go to fire, meaning thereby the body will be cold, thanda. Dead body is cool to touch. If you leave it for some time, again because of the water content, the body will bloat up. The physical body gets bloated up. Listen carefully. Are you getting that, please? It gets bloated up. The dead dog, everything bloats up. Okay, so you take that body and put it into the electric furnace. Total dehydration takes place. And then is on full of ashes. When you are alive, 6 feet space you are occupying. Fire to fire, water to water, and air to air. Now this earth, space, even that ashes, one full of ashes. And your, what is your dimension? Maybe 1 foot or 2 feet long, but whatever the height of the pot. You are still there. You, Gandhi, right? Just think of it. But you take the sprinkle it all over. Even your ashes that was occupying 2 feet space is gone. First you occupied 6 feet space. So space back to space, water to water, earth to earth, fire to fire, everything gone back to that. That is where. So, if you see that very clearly, you know, if you have read Bhartrihari's Satakam, Vairagya Satakam, Sringara Satakam, Niti Satakam, there is one particular Satakam, that last verse comes. A wise man, a person who is passing, for him it's just a passage. It means nothing because he is eternally alive, ever present, immortal. But he conveys his gratitude to the whole universe. That verse, you can pick it as the last verse of I think Vairagya Satakam or Niti Satakam, and that. Very beautiful. When the person has already passed, what he does, he says, Bandhu, in a sense, Bhrata, in a Mata, Medini, O Mother Earth, you lent me earth for my body. Bhrata, like then he says, oh brother, fire, you helped me to keep the body warm. Oh Bandhu, water, you kept it, helped me to keep this warm body. So everybody, space, relative, or friend, like that, all of you, I am grateful for you. Because each one of you contribute a little something towards the formation of my physical body with which I roamed around the universe. Now, time is up. I have fulfilled the reason for which I came to this universe. I don't need it anymore. Please take it back with thanks and gratitude. Can you have a better prayer? Absolute gratitude towards the universe. Name it God if you choose. We'll see that. So if you understand this physical body, my own body is made out of 5 elements, it will be very easy to understand entire universe, everything that is existing, made out of 5 elements. Exactly the same way. Only when you understand, Ahamasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Ahamasmi, Sadabhami, I am there, all times, all places, all conditions, I am the consciousness, it shall be very easy to grasp the whole universe is nothing but the manifestation. Now therefore, understand the nature of the creation. I'll give it a little bit of it. Some people have came and asked, and just a very little synopsis. How do you start? So if we want to understand about the creation, as we say, 3 things about the origin of the universe you cannot answer. And when you say universe, don't think of your little house or little world. It's not a world, planet Earth when it was born. That's a solar system, is a bit of a system. Think of the cosmos, macrocosmic universe. If you think that much, you will be wiped out. Because it's all about expansion. That is why, anyway, that is what it is. So what happens, you shall see that where is the origin? When did this universe begin? You cannot answer these 3 questions. Desha, Kala, Karana. When it started, we cannot answer because you cannot answer the beginning of time. You cannot answer the beginning of time in time. When did the time begin? You cannot answer it in time. Where did the place begin? You cannot answer the beginning of the space in space. We have to show it in space. The space must be existing already. Then how can you say this is where it began? There is no this and that. So no space. You can't answer it. The beginning of time in time, the beginning of space in space. Nor can you karana, causality, you can't attribute a cause. Why it was created? 2 stars collided. Why? There was one Big Bang. Why? Double star hypothesis. 2 stars collided. Any number of things you can give, but doesn't mean anything. That is why even the religious people who based on faith say God created. Who created the God? That becomes an inconvenient question. We saw that. So these 3 things cannot be answered about it. Then how do I know? When did it start? Take into account your own experience. Dream. When you are under the spell of the dream, after waking up you are analyzing dream. Now when you are in the dream, can you find out when it started? No. Why it started? No. Where it started? No. If suppose somebody asks you in the dream, when did it started? When did it start? After 10 o'clock food I ate, then 11 o'clock I went to sleep, after that it started. You are not dreaming. Where it started? Inside my head. You are not dreaming. Why it started? Because I had been to Kumbh Mela, so today also I was having Buddha deep in my dream. If you are giving an rational explanation, to your dream projection, you are not dreaming. Are you getting that point? See, this is something our own experience, anubhuti. That is why Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. Just because scripture says don't grab it, logically it must be convincing. Shruti Sammato Yukti. Logically it must be convincing, rational. And then ultimately authentication comes from your own experience. I must know who I am. Not because Shruti says therefore I am who I am. Because I am who I am, Shruti says it. How beautiful. So your Anubhava, in your dream state, what happens? You cannot say when it started, where it started, why it started. But the moment you wake up, falsified. As long as it was there, it was true. But once you wake up, it's all falsified. Understand? It's exactly the same way. This creation, everything is existing. We cannot say when it started, why it started, where it started. Your origin also is exactly the same way because it's a part of the universe. Your origin is not with your mother or father. Where is the mother, father began? Where is their parents? You go, it goes into ad infinitum. You don't know. You will never know. Okay, then what shall I do? Since this is like that, in the dream experience, we saw that this is. Can't say when it started, where it started, why it started, but wake up, it goes away. So understand the nature of the dream. What type of creation it is? Sat, Asat, Mithya. 3 words you use. Sat means that which is ever existing. Trikale Vitishtati, existing in all 3 periods of time. If you call it a dream, it doesn't exist in waking and then sleep. Therefore, shall I say Mithya? Asat, non-existent. Asat Chandra Pratyeta, Sat Chatne Vadheta. If it is the absolute truth, it cannot be cancelled. If it is non-existent, it will not be available for perception. So neither Sat nor Asat, Sadasatabhyam Mithya. Between the two, Mithya. Mithya means Sokale Vidishtati. Existing in its own time. As long as you see it, it is there. So this universe also comes under the same category. You can't call this universe as Sat, ever existing as it is. No, it's a continuously changing. Therefore, shall I say it Asat? Again, Asat Chetna Pratyeta. If it is totally non-existent, how am I going to see it? So it is there. When? Sokale Vidishtati. In its own time, it is existing. When you are looking at it, experiencing it, that moment it is there. Or else, pratikshana anyatha bhava, drushta nashta svabhava. How did this, these Upanishads and all these things, Shankara, it's an amazing thing. It beats your intellect hollow. That is why, please don't come to believe it. Come to challenge it, you will be destroyed. Please. Come to challenge it. Challenge it. You don't have to say, oh, I don't want to believe. We don't need your belief. Things are existing not because you believe, or not because you do not believe. Think of it, friends. It is something, come there to challenge it. Challenge the scripture, challenge the guru, challenge the tradition. And if the guru is right, if the person who knows, guru means, as I told you other day, guru is not a guy, okay? Understand? There is no guru. Please understand. You create a guru. As I told you the other day, nobody comes to a guru. You come to a teacher. You come to a speaker. You listen to the person. When you listen to the person, oh, this is what it is. You are not this body. You are not this. You are not this. All that you have, you are not. You are this. Oh, really? If it clicks to you, then you say, wow. Somebody introduces you to yourself. Introduces to yourself. Then can you forget that person? Impossible. Why? You are all the time thinking you are mortal, dying, miserable, pretentious. And suddenly you discover yourself who you are. And this is something unbeatable. You can never walk away from it. So to that person, you name it, oh, he is the one Guru. So the Diksha means what? Diksha is not given, namam bote, you understand? And I put some, this mark, that mark, one idli, one coconut, one this, 5,000 rupees. That's not Diksha. Diksha means dish, to show. One who shows it, where? In a conversation, in a formal class, or anywhere, the person shows it to you. It doesn't create it to you, create for you. It just shows it. Just like because of the science book, because of the geography book, earth is not round. Because it is round, book talks about it. Because of science, theory of this gravitational force doesn't exist because the book says so. Because it is existing, book says so. So all the time, no book is authority. No person is authority. In the existence of anything, itself is the authority. It's so beautiful. So when you see that, oh my God, how nice, he is my Guru. Like Ekalavya accepts Drona as the Guru. Drona may not know it, but he has learned from him. The Guru is the person who shares this reality, will not be interested in that nomenclature or in that upadhi. Why? When I have given up beyond, sarvopadhi vinirmukta, sarvavastha vinirmukta. Sarva upadhi, sarva avastha. When I am beyond all the avasthas, waking, dream, deep sleep, and also sarva upadhi, no upadhi, that person will be interested in a upadhi Guru. Are you crazy? So such a person, you say the person is Guru, because it helps you. And then the teacher also shall say, Naham Guru, Nattamsina Guru, Naiva Sishya, Chidanandrupa Shivoham Shivoham. One reality, absolute, celebrating the vision, the oneness. Okay, so when the person says that, that person, what does he reveal it to you? About your self. Now, what is that? How shall he reveal it to you? It is neither Satya, nor Asatya, nor it is Mithya. Go from the standpoint of the body itself. The physical body, can you say it is Sat? No. It doesn't exist. It was not, it will not be. It is disappearing every moment. Pratikshana anyatha bhava. So can I say therefore Asat non-existent? No, it is available for usage. Then Mithya. Sokala vitishtati, existing as long as it is there. Now from your body, move into your thought level. Can you say your thought is Sat, ever existing? No thought is everlasting. It has a beginning, it comes to an end. It is not Sat. Can I say it Asat? No. Non-existent? Non-existent thought is not going to affect you. If you are affected, that means it is there. How long? Sokale vitishtati, as long as you see it. So that is also Mithya. All thoughts, they are Mithya or Satya, it doesn't matter. I thought, the hero. Is it Sat, ever existing? Definitely not. It was not there. And even when you are living with it, in dream it doesn't exist. In deep sleep it doesn't exist. Even in the waking time, moments of forgetfulness, it doesn't exist. How can you say, take this ahankara satyam? This is how you take the wind out of the sail of that stupid little thought called I thought. Use it, but never be enslaved by it. It's not Sat. So shall I say it is Asat? If it is Asat, then why am I getting worked up, affected by it? So Mithya, existing for some time. Understand? So if this creation, Mithya, comes under the category of Mithya, dream comes under the category of Mithya, my body comes under the category of Mithya, my I thought also comes under the category of Mithya, now the whole universe is Mithya. Mithya means, don't say, Maya doesn't exist. We'll bring that word Maya, don't worry, it will come. That is why I am repeating it again, Mithya. Mithya means what? What is this Mithya Srushti? That is why he says, Mrudi kumbhaha jale vichihi rupyam sukto fani rajyo bari suryakare yatha. These are the mithya. The silver is mother of pearl appearing to be silver. A rope appearing to be a snake or a garland. The sunlight, play of the sunlight in the desert appearing to be the flowing river. All these things are mithya srishti. You can't say take that example, familiar example of Rajju Sarpanyaya. You can't say in that srishti, please see that. Now come into the only one category, mithya. That whole universe, such a, wow, what an expanse, macrocosmic. Can't even comprehend. And to say it is mithya, how many people can take it? I told you this morning. To say that whole ocean is hydrogen and oxygen, nobody will take it. Nobody. Or just like as it has happened now in quantum physics, I am not a physicist. Just read so many things. If you are please interested, Google what is quantum physics, you will understand. The smallest particle in relation to which everything is explained. So much so, the physics will not accept, the physicists, those who have thought about it, they will not accept that a solid, gross universe. There is nothing solid about it. Because the smallest of the particle is on the constant move. That is why it is a continuous movement of the universe. Nataraja dancing. That is why in that Switzerland, that God particle where they discovered, in that particular thing, they have put a huge Nataraja in front of that. It explains the universe, that sheer dance of the smallest particle. That is one explanation. Don't worry about it. What I am talking about is, if somebody tells us that this is what it is, will you believe it? That there are three, matter and energy. And what is matter and energy? Energy at rest is matter. Matter on the move is energy. Are they two different things? No. So even if whatever the science is trying to project, understand it, go with it. If we can find, do not find, but whatever science discovers, useful, use it. But if you want to understand the explanation of this universe, please understand, just like you cannot accept, ordinary mind cannot accept that the whole ocean is gas. Same thing, solid body, solid Himalayan mountain range, solid earth, so many stars and constellations and galaxies, massive, in distance unimaginable, vast universe, appearance. What's that? Everybody thinks the religious people, these Vedantins or these fellows are cuckoos. Why? Because they are smart. No. Understand, friend? It's very difficult to accept the easiest of the easy thing. Because we have been so well brainwashed. You have been always believing something. That this is water. And it is consciously thirst. And somebody says it's gas. How can hydrogen and oxygen quench thirst? Silly logic will come. So this whole appearance, what we call, is a mithya srishti. And what is, how a mithya srishti is created? Like a snake is a mithya srishti. You are walking in the darkness. As you are walking, you saw that there is a snake, and you jump. Oh, come, there is a snake there. Everybody, you shout so much, some poor people come over there to see what is that. Then you say, no, don't go there. Don't go there, the snake is there. So one person very strong, brave, he goes there and puts on the light. And there is a rope lying down there. There is no snake, it's only rope. The other man will believe it. I have seen with my own eyes. He has seen with his own eyes. How can he believe? You are saying no snake, there is a rope. No, 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 I have seen with my own eyes. So what does it mean now? See that. You cannot say the snake was non-existent. If the snake is non-existent, asat, why should you jump? And if you say the snake is sat, why should it disappear? Asat chet na pratiyeta, sat chet na vadeta. How beautiful. If it is true, it shall not disappear. If it is disappearing, but I saw it, I jumped out. Do you jump from non-existent snake? Then you shall be continuously jumping in your life. There are many, many non-existent things. So you can't say this snake as the truth, satyam, nor can you say it as non-existent. Existing, appearing, shokale tishtati, as long as you see it. This is mithya srishti, that is its evolution, or that is its history of origin. Mithya. So how does the mithya srishti, how does the mithya appearance comes? It needs first adhisthana, foundation. It has to be, for a mithya srishti to there should be a rope. Rope must be there. Simply looking at you will see a snake. For the snake to appear, adhisthana is there. Listen carefully, friend. Then what happens is, if you see the rope as it is, jnanam, no problem. Are you getting that? It's so sweet. If you see the rope exactly as it is, no problem. If you don't see the rope at all, you are a man, very good singer, singing and walking away. You didn't look at it, no problem. If you don't see the rope at all, then also no problem. Look at the snake, look at the rope, and don't see the rope, pambu. The snake will come out. Or it can be, beautifully Swamiji explained that, na? Or it will be a flower garland, mala. Why these two examples? If it is snake, nivritti, you shall run away. If it is a flower garland, pick it. Both pravritti and nivritti will be there in that mithya srishti. You don't understand. Have you behaved, have you interacted with people? If you know the person exactly what he or she is thinking, no problem. If you don't know at all the fellow is a stranger, no problem. But if you think what he or she is thinking, you are in trouble. That is your mithya srishti. You see it exactly as it is, sat, no problem. Don't see at all, ignorance, knowledge as it is, no problem. Don't know anything at all, then also no problem. But if you think what he or she is thinking, you are in deep trouble. Understand who creates your trouble now? God, right? He has nothing else to do. This is how mithya srishti begins. That simple principle projects the maximality universe. You will see that, friends, how it happens. And whatever is projected in a 6 feet snake, and in a 6 feet rope, can you see a 100 feet snake? Adhisthana, in that, whatever is adhyaropa, because of the superimposition, because of your ignorance, some appearance takes place. The appearance will be exactly the size of what the rope is. If the creation, it appears to be timeless, spaceless, everything, if it has to be appear on that, what should be the adhisthana? Consciousness, all pervasive thing. Name it consciousness or not, don't worry, all pervasive. If you know yourself as you are, never a problem. If you don't know yourself at all, pure ignorance in deep sleep state, anybody has a problem? That is why you love to sleep. Where? Anywhere. Train, bus, walking, running. There are some people who sit down and sleep also. Stand up and sleep also. Because deep sleep is absolutely forgetting. It's so marvelous. That is why most people in the name of religion, they say like to forget things. You go to teacher not to remember yourself. Many teachers also don't remind you, help you to remember who you are, but that shall make you forget what you take yourself to be. Deep sleep state solves your problem. What? Suspends your problem for some time. That is why people are addicted to sleep. Understand? Ask yourself. Why do you feel comfortable? Because you forgot something for some time. So you go to a movie, you see something, hear something, touch something, taste something, some nice music, nice food, nice relationship, whatever. Those moments you feel divine. Wow, it was so nice. Why? You forgot yourself. Why people go to long holidays? So that they forget their home, office, everything. There you forget yourself. The moment that a holiday comes to an end, you come to the airport to catch the flight, the past catches up with you. When you go back home, what to do? The dog must not have been fed, the car there is no battery must have been down, there is no petrol, office I have not gone, I don't know what. The whole thing returns to you. If you come for this type of camps, when you come to the teacher teaching this tradition of this, what happens, sir? You have a holiday also, a reminder also. So at the end of the day, you did not extend your forgetfulness of the world into this place. The teaching doesn't allow you to forget everything. It wants to remind you as to who you are. And friends, don't rely on forgetting problem to solve the problem. You cannot forget it out. Because forgetting is not your job. Can you tell me, Swamiji, give me 10 minutes, I'll forget few things and come. Can you say that? Forgetting is not your job. A fellow was very, very forgetful. So he went to the doctor, extremely forgetful. So he goes to the doctor. He said, doctor, I have a heavy problem. Another day, what is that problem? No, see, I'm so strong problem, I forget everything. Deadly. I forget everything. Then doctor asked, when did that start? The man says, when did what start? That forgetful is right. It's not your choice. Forgetting is not your choice. Understand, friends? That is why when people advise you, don't ever remember things. Oh, forget these things. Whatever they'll ask you to forget, you'll remember. There was a king. You must have heard that story. That is Swamiji's favorite story, but I'll repeat it because I am restless, not you. Okay. Anyway, there was a king who was bald. Like all of you, not me. So he was bald, and he didn't like his baldness. He wanted some hair growth. No transplantation available those days. And he was such a crazy king, he said, if my hair doesn't grow within a month, the doctors will be killed. So one doctor comes, and for his craziness, many doctors are already dead. So everybody is worried. So one fellow, smart doctor, he said, Ayurvedic doctor, he said, I'll fix it up. Very good. So the king is crazy about his hair growth. So whatever the fellow asks, he gives it. Whatever he asked. I want a big house, he has taken it. I want this and that. I want to collect the herbs and other things. Golden pot, that dhatu is very important, metal. So gold is a golden pot. Any nonsense you can, the person is crazy about something, you can take them for a fantastic ride. No problem. Anyway, so he collected all this nonsense, everything. To cut the story short, after 1 month, everything is ready. And in between, whatever he was getting, he was sending it all home. Nothing keeping it there in that house. And then he announced, Sir, Maharaj, the oil is ready. Tomorrow we are going to apply it. So king comes, queen comes, minister comes, all VIPs will be hanging around. No, the king is going to get the hair. So everybody is coming there. Then he brought it. He said, this is the herbal thing meant for you. You have to rub it on your head. And he said, do you have a gold coin? Of course, give it. So he put the gold coin in the hand, marks it correctly, then puts the coin in his pocket, not return it. Smart fellows. So put it in his pocket, then said, exactly it should be like this. And then you should take the thing and put it on your head and rub it. 7 days, your hair will be back. Oh, fantastic. King is excited, everybody is excited. Then give some more gift to him, and now the chariot is taking this fellow home. Then suddenly this man, 5 feet after, he stops the chariot, jumps out of the chariot. Maharaj, Maharaj, please, please. He comes back. King returns. Everybody is returning. Then he says, Maharaj, I told everything. One thing I forgot. And what I forgot is, you take that and put it in your head and rub, but don't remember this egg, because egg is bald. Since egg is bald, don't remember egg. Thinking, of course I will not remember. What is it? What has it got to do with egg and this? I will not remember. Don't worry. Thank you. He is excited, his hair has to grow. So next day, the king, queen, minister, everybody there, even Rajpurohit is there to do some chanting and mantram. Everything is ready. And the gold coin came, this exact marking, and start putting it there. The moment he puts there, what thought will come? What is that I should not think? If somebody tells you not to remember your thoughts, you shall remember only thoughts. That is why these initiating people into meditation, the guru goes laughing to the bank, disciples are frustrated. Did you sit down in meditation? Yes. Did you think of a girl? Did you think of a boy? Did you think of money? Except that nothing else comes to my head. Then how are you going to understand? Perpetually mistake is yours. For God's sake, don't fall a victim to this nonsense. Here you have not come to forget few things. Whatever you try to forget, you shall remember it for your life. Because you hate it, it shall return. Never ever try to forget. Forgetting is not a job, friends. It happens. You don't choose to forget. You cannot. So when you go on a trip, what happens? It's an organized forgetfulness. Because you see so many new places, new things. New places, no problem. New people, no problem. Who is your problem? Your husband, your wife, your child, your father, your mother, with whom you live. The impressions are so strong. You cannot remember them. That is why, who is your worst enemy? Your mother, your father, your children, your brother, your sister, known people. 8 billion minus 8, you are very friendly. When the strangers come, how do you say? Vanga, ugaranga, chaya, coffee, right? Please come, please sit down. The food has nothing to do with you. But what all entertainment, oh boy. Suppose your brother comes, idiot. The sister is fighting for the property, Do you understand, sir? So people love it to forget. That is why movies are so popular. Music is so popular. Bhajan, bhojan are popular. If you have to challenge your thought, how many people will come? Nobody will come. That is why Vedanta, self-knowledge, self-awareness is not a spectator sport. You give a free ticket for the World Chess Congress, nobody will go there. 1.5 hours of solid entertainment in World Cup football. Whoa, billions of people are going. And entertainers are paid heavily also. Free ticket for the chess, will you go there? Because between the move, you will have a heart attack. You have to look at this fellow, what he is thinking, and you can never think. if somebody has to remind you about your own body, how is it, your thoughts, how they are, your emotions, when the teacher talks about it, maybe a very strong emotions will come back in your head and you will hate it. No, it must be faced. And then, who is the problem? Not the creation, not the perception, not the impression, not the thoughts, not the emotions. You are the problem. You create it all. So this I forgets itself in entertainment. So you enjoy. Nice music. Yeah. How long? And after listening to the music, will you tell the musician, you sang so well. I found my happiness in myself. The musician will hate you because he is waiting to be congratulated and you should give him the credit that you made it to forget me. The teacher will say what? Suppose you come and say, oh, it was very nice, thank you, sir. Why? You understood it. No teacher will take the credit for your understanding. If you understand, credit is yours. If you don't understand, credit is yours. Well, this is what it is, please. So, somebody doesn't make you forget it. Reminds you about who you are. Now, come back to the snake. When you are looking at the snake, please see that. When you look at how this mithya srushti comes into existence, because understand, every type of behavior in your life comes under this principle. You know the person as it is, no problem. You know what he thinks, what she thinks, no problem. You don't know at all, no problem. But if you think what he or she is thinking, it is your trouble. You don't need to have this satya mithya somewhere. We are the embodiments of that wisdom or that misunderstanding. So if you see the rope as it is, no problem. Don't see at all, no problem. See and don't see, projection begins. What projection? Anything. It can be a snake. If it is a snake, you run away from it. If it is a garland, you go for it. You are walking in the, you must have experienced it, you are walking in the beach. As you are walking in the beach, suddenly you discover there is a silver foil or some 1 rupee or 10 rupee coin is there. What will you do? Many people, you first look at it, you say, but is there or not? Then put your leg first on it. Why? First you own it. Suddenly you don't bend down because somebody may look at it. So you put it there and look at it everywhere. Then quietly bend down and take it. Then you discover it is a mother of pearl. How do you like? Cha! Throw it, right? But first it attracted you or no? Don't you do that same thing with people? Looking so nice, so sweet, very good, attracted. And then you came to know the person a little more. Your disaster. Exactly same thing, friends. If you know it as it is, no problem. Don't know, no problem. No and don't know, error comes. So pure knowledge comes, understand. If you know yourself, consciousness as it is, of course there is no problem. If you don't know at all, then also no problem. But you say the word I and don't know what it is. Projection with what? All these things. How big will be projection? The whole universe. Listen carefully, friends. Therefore, it does not mean the universe is your personal projection. That is where comes total mind, Ishvara. It is not your projection. Your dream is your personal projection. The universe is not my projection, your projection. Our world is a dream within a dream, world within a world. If you say this is my projection, that's madness. Don't ever say that. Your personal situations are your personal projection. The universe is not your projection. That is where comes Ishvara. How vast is projection means what? If it is own self consciousness, no problem. How can it change to be like that? It is not personal ignorance, avidya, but it's total ignorance. The Maya word comes there to explain that. The total ignorance. Because you can see the Srishti, this individual Srishti, pure knowledge doesn't create any problem. Pure ignorance doesn't create any problem. Knowledge with the ignorance, projection comes. Individual Srishti, that is the Jiva Srishti, that is individual projection, you have got your problem. Your problem is not my problem is not his problem, nobody's problem is nobody's problem. It is our own confusion. But the stars, planets, Milky Way, the entire thing that is there, can it be personal projection? Infinity. Consciousness, Ishvara, that is Nirguna Brahma, Ishvara, that is the foundation. And to explain it, what you say, how can the Sat become Asat? Or how can the Sat appearing to be something else? So you bring in the Maya. That Maya is brought in to explain this creation. There is no such thing as Maya, friends, because the projection also is false. How it is? The story again, you must have heard that story, that there was a rich man in a village, and he had 17 elephants. Somebody other made it 19. You want to listen to the 19 or I'll make it up 19. So there are 19 elephants. Just a variation, but same story. 19 elephants here. They are 3 children. And he wanted that these 19 elephants should be given out to 3 children. Half of it, the eldest one. Second one, 1/4 of it. The third one, 1/5 of it. 19, half of it, 9 and half of it to be cut, right? So all the children are worried, village people are worried, and they're waiting for the how to do it, and cursing the father. Alive, the fellow was a problem, dead also is a problem. Cursing him out. And that is the time the minister of the kingdom passing by. He saw so many people together. He said, what happened? This man died, 19 leaving behind 19 elephants. Half the other boy, eldest one should take, 1/4 the second one, 1/5 the third one. I don't know what to do. The king, the minister, intelligent man. So he said, okay, you take my elephant. So 19 plus 1? 20. Half of the 20? 9. Sorry, 10. Okay. So half of the 10, half of the 20, 10. So the eldest one quickly ran away, because whether they are getting or not, then 10 let me take and go. So he has gone. 1/4, the second one should take 20, 1/4 is 5. He ran away. 1/5 of 20 is 4. So 10 plus 5 plus 4, 17, right? No, 19, sorry, my mathematics is very bad. Anyway, so 10 plus 5 plus 4, 19 elephants are gone. Only one elephant. Whose elephant? Minister's elephant. He took his elephant and went away. Upanishads are like that. The Maya when you bring in, and people want to understand, you know what the Maya is? Yama sa Maya. Just the opposite. Ya ma. That which is not, that is Maya. So if you understand Maya, something wrong with you. It's not there. It's brought in to explain something. How can the ignorance and consciousness and ignorance stay together? It's like a person in a marriage hall. That is again Swamiji's story. The marriage hall, the village is a marriage, and those days petrol marks. Nowadays you say electricity going everywhere. Petrol marks lights. So the fellows, there are the 16 petrol marks lights, they have gone for the bridegroom's procession. 15 has come back. Now the procession is ready, they must all move. 16th fellow is not there. They can't wait, they went away. Came back in the morning, this fellow is returning. What happened? Where are you? He said, sir, I brought the electricity, what is that one? I brought the Petromax light, and I asked where to keep it. Everybody was busy. His father also, he asked, bridegroom's father, where shall I keep it? And he was so busy and so disgusted with him, and leave it where there is darkness. So the fellow with the light on the head, searching for darkness to keep the light. You are laughing at the idiot, right? Now laugh at yourself. In the presence of consciousness, how do you find any ignorance anywhere? But it comes under nice logic. Because if I know you as you are, you have no problem, I have no problem. You also must know me as I am. No problem. If we don't know each other, bye-bye. But you know and don't know, what headache? Same thing in relation to this knowledge also. If I know myself as I am, consciousness here, there, everywhere, what is the problem? I don't know myself at all. Neither this nor that. No problem. But I know and don't know, like in your dream. As though you see the rope and don't see the rope. You see things and don't see them as it is. Something else will be projected. That is where, friends, all your emotions, what happens? Doubt. This is the game of the projection continuously. Somebody puts a doubt in your head, or a doubt comes in your head, it kills you. You get an invitation for somebody's marriage. Then you decide, shall I go? Hey, Bandaba, if I go there, nobody will care. But if I don't go, they will say, why didn't you come? Why didn't you come? Oh boy, shall I go? Shall I not go? Shall I marry? Shall I not marry? Shall I purchase? Shall I not purchase? This is beautiful projections, understand? And then what happens? You keep that projection, indecision, going for some time, it shall end up in depression. Why the people get depressed? Indecision continues. Shall I talk to him? No, I don't want to talk to him. Shall I get that? No, I don't want to get that. Shall I go to marriage? No, I shall not. Does she love me? I don't think so. But I believe it. But she laughs with everybody. I don't think she likes me. I don't like that he likes me. Who kills you? Who is killing you? God, huh? Some Satan? Evil? No. Your own thought kills you. In consciousness, all these projections are taking place. Observe your mind, friends. Observe your mind. Who is projecting anything in your head? If you know about yourself, who I am, not everything that I have is not me. Who I am is consciousness. Every role is a projection. Projection means what? For some time. Sokale tishtate. For some time you say that I am young. For some time you shall say I am old. All these are what, sir? If you remember who you are all times, what role can you play? Any role. What role you cannot play? Any role. What is that role without which you cannot live? And what is that role? It must be there. There is no such compulsion. The presence or absence of anything is beautiful. Why? Because you are beautiful, eternal. So when it is projecting from the infinity, how many things can be projected out? Infinity. So this same consciousness with all nama rupa becomes Ishvara, if you want to give it a name. Maya Upadhi, Ishvara. Ishvara is not a name for a form, for God's sake. It's not a name for a form. And because of the name it is not existing, that is a Nirguna Brahma is beautiful. Saguna also is fantastic. Call it water, fabulous. Call it ocean, fantastic. But don't refer to wave without referring to ocean or the water. You understand that? Ocean is Saguna. Water is Nirguna. The wave is dying. The wave is, oh, I was rising, it's fantastic. Now I am going to falling, I am going to die away. So now what the wave guru will say, sometimes Swami also is making dramatize. No. The wave guru comes up and says, why are you crying, sir? You are just a wave. What? I am a small wave. Wave. What is on the top? Water. What is the bottom? Water. What is the middle? Water. So where is the wave? Ah, that's right. So as water, there is neither wave nor ocean. Nirguna. But in relation to form, wave is the dancing ocean. Ocean in everything. Tell Saguna, tell Nirguna, but do not say Brahma, say Ishvara, no problem. But don't say individual, independent of either of the two. That is why in Bhagavad Gita says, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti sabdyate. They call it Brahman. Some people call it Brahman. And that explanation you must have. See, it's not new. You know that. You have heard Swamiji talk and listen to that. What is a Brahman? What is the way Swamiji explained that word, it blew our mind out. Bruhatatvat Brahman, that which is big. It's not big. Big is a word in Sanskrit, in English grammar, big means what? Adjective. Big, which qualifies the noun. Listen carefully. Which qualifies the noun. Big, some is example. No? Big mosquito. Will you look up? Big mosquito? Where? Big star. Where? Will you say that? So big seems to be adjective, but is not the adjective, it's a noun. It is qualified. Star big, mosquito big. Is it adjective or noun, sir? Bigness, Brahman. Brahman does not mean big, bigness, qualified by everything. Itself unqualified. You, as you are unqualified, your roles are qualified. Who gets strength from whom? The role gets strength from me or I get strength from the role. If you are getting strength from the role, you will be in that mud. If role gains glory from you, beautiful. Yadyat vibhutimat sattvam srimad urjitamaiva tattadeva chatvam mama tejonsa sambhavam. What Bhagavan said, here now, wherever you see any vibhuti, yadyat vibhutimat sattvam, wherever you see that, see it is mine. The glory belongs to me. If any role is glorified, consciousness best. Call it Ishvara. So no problem. But don't refer to yourself without making that I as a part of Ishvara, or no Jiva, no Ishvara, Brahman alone is. Choice is yours. Play your game. Oh, I don't believe in God. Don't preach that nonsense. As long as you have got a belief in yourself, that limited individuality, you better have something to fix it up. Nobody creates your problem like you creating your problem. Let the whole world say anything. Nothing can touch you, sir. Like a person who was walking down. He is a wise person, surrounded by his disciples. And as we are walking down, some other people, those who are diehard materialists or non-believers, they are laughing at him. And they are telling that Guru looking at him and he say, this fellow is a charlatan, he is a hypocrite, he is a parasite, living on others, young fellow, doesn't work anything but living on others, parasite. Now all the disciples, they got furious because talking nonsense to our Guru. So they went to the Guru and said, give us the permission, we shall thrash him out. Guru smiled and said, why do you want to do that? He is talking nonsense. He said, yes, because you are going to help me out, so I am very happy with you, take my kamandal. Guru's kamandal, no. Will anybody touch it? Take it. Take it. Nobody touched it. Guru smiling asked them, whose kamandal is this? Sir, it is yours. I was giving you. Yes. Had you accepted it, to whom it would have belonged to? Us, sir. Now that you did not take it, to whom does it belong? To you, sir. Same way, these gentlemen there, or the group of them, were offering so many things to me. I am a rascal, I am a rogue, I am a parasite, I am a lazy bone, I am an exploiter, manipulator. All things they were giving. I did not accept anything. Don't just remember it as a story. Live your life in that way. Just because you are somebody, don't think whole world will worship you. Krishna is vilified, Rama is vilified, every fellow will be vilified. The trees that have no mangoes, will anybody throw stone? But if you have the mangoes, you'll get plenty of stones. Understand? If you have this wisdom, there shall be a million people who will not like it. Why? Because their little securities are threatened. I had been to one particular place. They invited me to give a talk on happiness. So, some country somewhere, don't worry, friends. And I said, boy, it's a new place, and I go. Then person who organized that, I said, can you call the person, just find out what type of organization is that. Oh, Swamiji, it's a happiness club. Happiness club. Not only happiness club, I said, what all things are there? They have got happiness banyan, happiness mug, happiness shoes, happiness socks, happiness stick, illa happiness thing. Now I said, hey, I withdraw. I am not going to go there. Because they are going to kill me. I said, why? If I tell people you are the happiness, nothing will be sold. And the one I say, let them sell happiness, I am out. It's not people. You must have heard about it. Harvard University in America. There is a happiness course now for last 2-3 years. And then there are some 14,000 students have enrolled. So sweet. I was reading that website. And you know what is the study? The person who is in charge of that, no disrespect, my friend, no disrespect. World shall have plenty of different division people. And each one is privy to his own opinion. We have no business to say the fellow is stupid. Why should I say? I have nothing to do with it. But let me not say that he's stupid. Why? If it fulfills somebody's need somewhere, let him be there. So what he says there? 14 things you have to do. To be happy, 14 things. Sir, you don't have to say 14 things. Even one thing is good enough nonsense. Why? If you have a reason to be happiness, you are not a happy person. In the event of the reason withdrawn, your happiness collapses. Same thing as love. If there is a reason for your love, you don't love somebody. If the reason is withdrawn, you are withdrawn. Very young, therefore I love. Youth passes, you go for the next young. If money is your attraction, money goes, that goes. If there is a reason for your love, some attraction somewhere, why? Because of this. Then you don't love the person, you are loving this. For happiness, there is no reason. I am happy because I am the happiness itself. No force in the world can make you unhappy. I am alive because of this. So as long as there something lives, you shall be alive. If that is going, you shall be feeling threatened in life. So immortality, happiness, freedom. What is the cause of freedom? Free because I am free. Happy because I am the happiness. Love because I love myself. I told you a little bit sometimes back. There is no reason for it. So, which one you like? Saguna or Nirguna? Nothing is cancelled. How beautiful! If you are a die-hard Nirguna person, Saguna is fully disrespected. Why are you doing that? When Krishna himself, what did he say? Maya tatam idam sarvam jagad abhyakta murtina nasthani masthani sarvabhutani nachaham deshu avastita nacha masthani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhutavrit nacha bhutasta bhuta mamatma bhuta bhavana. What a verse! One. Maya tatam idam sarvam, Maya abhyakta murtina, by my unmanifest form, pure consciousness. Idam sarvam jagat tatam, all these name, form, universe pervaded in and through. Masthani sarva bhutani, all these beings are in me. Oh, so many things are there. Naja mastani bhutani, none is there inside me. They can't exist in me. I alone have. The water can say, the whole ocean in me, no ocean, no wave. Your vision must be complete. If you are Nirguna oriented, Saguna oriented, only devotion oriented, only logic oriented, nothing will happen, friends. Everything is fine. Nachaham desastra. Nachamastani bhutani. None of them are in me. Pashyame aishwaryam yogam pashya. Ishwarasya yogam pashya. Limitless. Sarvata panipadam tat sarvato kshishiromukam sarvata shrutimaloke sarvam avrita tishtati. Pervading everything is existing. To find God, where should you go? To find the all-pervasive, where should you go? Are you included or not? If you are not included, God ceases to be infinity. Do you have that strength? Strength means what? Simplicity. Strength means what? Because I have found strength in the limited relative thing. I am the rich. That is very big role, That is why people who think themselves successful, people who think themselves powerful, holding on to a small thing, they can't appreciate the big thing. If the little basis of something gives them enormous importance. In the relative world, you understand what it is. The person who has nothing, he envies the person who is going in a cycle. The person who has a cycle, he thinks in the local village he is the big boy. Go to little other places, car, oh, big car, big house. Then your private plane, private yacht, a private rocket also going to another planet. What is the end to that? Hold on to little something and refuge yourself. Knowing that this much land is mine, you forget the whole universe is yours. Meaning you are living in a land or the universe. And do you remember that story a little bit telling you? The king went to the forest, renouncing everything. And he became a sannyasi. When he comes back, the whole, deliberately repeating, when he is coming back, the whole kingdom is ready to receive him. Eulogize, praise. Why? Oh, the king is a great renunciate. He gave up the kingdom, went to the life of renunciation. The king in his reply, what did he say? Friends, don't ever say I am a renunciate. I am nobody, I am stupid. You are the greater renunciates. All the ministers and the whole kingdom was surprised. How is it? What is it? What did he sacrifice that we are greater renunciate? He said, I gave up this limited kingdom for the sake of the limitless. You have holding on to the limitation, sacrificing the limitless. Who is greater renunciate? And who does it all? One thought. He said, I. What is your root? Can you say yourself you are Sat? No. Can you say you are Asat? No. You are existing as it is. How did it come? Know the consciousness yourself, this fellow will not be there. If you do not know, this fellow takes the upper hand. Same principle. So, be the changeless self. Shivoham, Shivoham. But play the Shava, the body that you are. What is the resident of Shiva? Resident of Shiva, where is he dancing? Where is he living? Smashana ground. They didn't know, no, he doesn't know. We should give him the address of Mandarin hotel, right? At the big hotel ballroom, so he can dance there. What does it mean, friends? Shiva, Nataraja, dancing. Where? The whole creation is a smashana. The whole universe is a cremation ground. Because here, every moment, everything is dying. The immortal is dancing away in the realm of mortality. Shiva dancing. What dance? Sthititandava, Srishtitandava, Sthititandava, Layatandava, the dance of Nataraja, the dance of creation, the dance of preservation, the dance of annihilation. In the dance, at once, Sthiti, Laya, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Karana, Karana. And when he is dancing, can you stand separate? Can't escape the dance, friends. So be the Shiva, but live with the Shava. That is, whatever is changing, dying is Shava. Shivoham, Shivoham. Be the changeless, dance with the changes. Will you ever feel affected in life, sir? This is wisdom. So if you know, I am this, though started with a name, started with a form, started with a thought, but in reality I am consciousness. Even while living with all these things, even while the snake is appearing, the rope is rope in unto the snake. Even when the waves are appearing, it's a snake, it is the ocean dancing. In unto the appearance, the reality alone is existing. Reality can never ever be negated. Appearances, you cannot keep it. Close your eyes, friends. Yes, thank you. Open your eyes. Just read one verse which is concluding. How, after talking this, Janaka is celebrating. Verse number 11, please go. Aho aham namo mayyam vinasho yasya nasti me brahmadi stamba paryantam Jagannasho vidishtati tishtata tataha aho aham namo mayyam egoham dehavanapi kvachinna ganta naganta vyapya vishwam avastitah aho aham namo mayyam Daksho nasti hamasamaha asansprishya sarirena yena vishvam chiram dhrutam aho aham namo mayyam asya me nasti kinchana athava yasya me sarvam Yadvang manasagocharam. Appropriate verses. Absolute celebratory. Oh, namo mayam. Wow, what a wonder I am. Namaskaram to myself. Nobody saying, oh, I'm a poor thing, I'm dying, I'm an old man. I don't know, my leg is paining, my headache. You understand, friends? This is discovered. Like that boy, Archimedes Eureka. Dumping everything, running, found it. Right? You drop all your roles. Dancing away with Shiva. You can't escape that. So this is the celebration. Janaka understood, gave it in his own language, understood, see that. So this is not the pralapa of the pagala. It's not the garrulousness of an insane mind. It is celebration of a vision, understanding of yourself in the world. We'll see that, friends. Tomorrow is holiday. Close your eyes, we shall see that. Just close your eyes. Don't worry, some noise coming somewhere. Please chant Om 3 times, please. Om.